think the biggest thing that stood out to me initially was how the opening number, just the theme show of the song, kind of embodies everything that Central Park is about, the good and the bad. So I wanted to ask you guys, what are some things that you love and hate about Central Park? The good, the bad, and the ugly. I just wanted to ask everybody that.
Ooh. I can never seem to be out of the way of the bicyclist.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
always in the way.
okay.
And I just discovered about 4 years ago that there was a zoo. So now I love that.
Okay, all right. That's a good answer. How about you, Leslie?
I love how versatile the space is. You know, I've had rehearsals in Central Park. I've had parties in Central Park. I've taken my mother to brunch there on Mother's Day. My kid, there's we discovered when we were there that there's not only there's a little kids playground, there's a regular playground, then there's a playground that's just for the littles, like the toddlers, which we took my
Right,
kids
the kids
to a lot.
area.
Yeah.
That's the one that
So
I use.
would you
Yeah.
say that's the one you used, T?
Yes.
It's I love how versatile the park is. And as much as as much as I like looking at horses, I'm conflicted about the horses, and certainly the horse poop, That's yeah.
That's good. How about you, Catherine?
Yeah, I think what I love about it is just that it exists. I love that it still is such an oasis. Um, I love the trees. I love the rocks. I love the playgrounds. I love the concerts. I love Shakespeare in the Park. What I don't
Yeah.
love is just like lack of bathrooms, just
Oh,
hot
yeah.
urine on a hot day, smell of urine. I don't love I don't love the hot dogs sitting in kind of hot water. I don't love uh and I don't certainly don't love uh um just anybody being like, get out of my way. Like I don't like any sort of random acts of violence, but I do love just hanging out on a blanket in the park.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, just to wrap up, I think that each of your characters, you brought so much personality on screen. And I know in a lot of animated series, it's hard to do that. I would like to ask each of you, where do you pull that inspiration to kind of bring personality out in an animated series in the way that you did?
Well, we had some wonderful writers, have some wonderful writers, and the music, which is always my
Yeah.
into the world of
Mhm.
communication, is so good. So it certainly, you know, helped elevate it and helped me sort of find my way into my character. But also, I said this earlier, but like I'm still a little bit of a child, and so it's kind of fun reliving
Mhm.
my adolescence. Truly.
Mhm.
A second chance to work some stuff out. So that's how I do it.
Awesome.
So good.
For me, I mean, the initial inspiration always comes from the writing. It being an animated show and really not being bound by even the limits of your own physicality. I really try to be playful in those early sessions with Owen to give them something to draw.
Right.
So the writing, but then also seeing it drawn, seeing the family drawn for the first time was very inspirational too. It's like, okay, that's what they look like. So
Yeah.
having a picture of them in my head, and you know um, letting my imagination run and play early.
Definitely seeing it come to life. How about you, Catherine?
And I would say it's like this has been, this kind of process is like the most collaborative process because you just have to really kind of let go completely because you don't have really any track in front of you in terms of what it could be at all. So you just have to kind of really just let go and arrive because you just might have the script, but then after that, like you just don't even know the songs or what's going to happen. And like you just have what are you going to look like, what you're going to act, how it's all going to be put together. So you just kind of have to arrive and just be totally present and just like I'm here. Like what do we do? Like so it was a real fun most collaborative process, I think, in that way that you just kind of have to show up, which is just a was fun.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much. You definitely showed up and you arrived, and I love every second, your characters especially. So thank you so much for your time
Thank you,
today.
Sidney.
All right. See ya.
Take care.